Let me tell you about my mother.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
some emotional response.
Yep.
Hi guys, our nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Michael.
I'm Julien.
Guys, this is something that is a long time coming.
Long time coming.
Long time coming because I've talked about this a lot. We've always spoke about this movie. We are huge fans of the genre. We are going to be watching today Blade Runner, the final cut. The final cut.
It almost seems like the fact that we haven't done this movie before on this channel kind of feels like
Yeah, right. This should have been done 2 years ago when we first started the channel.
A while back ago.
A while back ago.
But
You're
I'm
right.
glad, and I'm glad we're getting it done. And shout out to Take It Easy. Shout out to
to JC.
JC.
Shout out to Ractus. Everybody, Mega, everybody who's watching along with us.
Yeah.
As we say this, for those of you who are not watching this live with us, you guys missed out on how this came to be.
Yes.
It was quite exciting.
There's a backstory. There's lore.
There's lore to it. But
And you'll figure it out if you're a Patreon subscriber. But if you haven't subscribed, then you will never know.
needless to say, though, I'm excited watching this movie. There's a very young Harrison Ford, right? He's in it. A young Adama. Mm-hmm. He's in this.
Adama's in this?
Adama's in this from the 2000 version.
Ooh.
Then there is the Rutger Hauer. I don't know if you guys know who Rutger Hauer is.
I probably when I see him.
He's in a lot of
Isn't
movies that I
he-
like. Movies really big in the 80s. He was huge in the 80s, and maybe some 90s, but definitely 80s for sure. He's in Lady Hawk.
But Blood and...
He's in-
Never mind. I can't remember the movie I'm thinking of. I just remember it's very gory.
But he's huge. He's huge. He's
Yeah.
in this movie as well. So I'm sure there's other people in this movie that probably are super famous now. So I'm looking forward to this. I know there's a building the shape of a pyramid, which is the same building that's in Shadowrun, and I love Shadowrun. So I'm looking forward to watching this. Anything before we get started?
No. No.
All right.
And
Noki.
Then let's get this started. This is, what year is this? 1984? 1984 Blade Runner, the final cut. Let's do this.
How many cuts were there?
7 apparently.
Yeah, apparently there's 7 cuts.
Dang, how emo was this movie?
I don't know what that even means.
How emo?
I don't even get what that means.
You know Julien with his
His
that Julien talk.
yeah, doing a little weird. You know?
The Lad Company.
The Warner.
It even came out. It even started like I was watching an old computer render something, a video, a picture.
Yes, sir. We got hit with it today, guys. We got hit. Whatever it is, came around and got hit. Oh, shut up.
Jerry Perenchio.
I need you know what I need? Old timer announcer movies. Harrison Ford. Blade
Runner.
Run with blades.
And Runner with
Rutger Hauer. See,
Rutger Hauer, starring Sean Young.
I have no idea who Sean Young is. I probably should know who that is.
Sean Young is? Edward
Adama.
M. Emmett Wall.
Daryl Hannah. I know who she is.
Daryl Hannah Daryl. William Sanderson. These look like the most generic names I've ever seen in my life.
Brian James.
Joel Turkel.
That's not generic. Turkle.
That's definitely not generic. Joanna Cassidy. 2 first names.
Right, back to generic.
Terry Rollins, creator of the Rawlings baseball brand.
glove.
Yeah, the glove. Vangelis.
Vangelis?
Ivor
Evangelical.
Powell. Lawrence Paul, 2 first names.
By the way, if this gets me in the mood, though, get ready to roll some cyberpunk characters.
Jordan Cronenweth, not generic at all. Hampton Fancher, David Peoples. Peoples is a noun. Michael Dealey.
Is that a real name? Michael Peoples? Do you think that like a
Ridley Scott,
Ridley Scott.
first name.
we know who that guy is?
Made a lot of famous books.
Books. Hey, Mike, want to read that?
Early in the 21st century, the Tyrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, being virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. Nexus 6 replicas were survivors and
Yeah, and the rest of that.
Yeah. Replicants were used off-world as a slave labor.
in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After bloody mutiny, the Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units, had ordered to shoot, to kill, and upon detection, any trespassing replicant. Not called execution.
So replicants would be like
Called
like walking chat GPTs.
retirement.
Oh, really? Taking them out for retirement?
Dun 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 dun.
Not that movie. That's the wrong movie.
Dun 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 dun.
I thought it said Republicans. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what you said.
This looks awesome. This is the opening of. Have you ever played Shadowrun on Super Nintendo? This is the same opening.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. But this is 2019. We suck as an advancement of technology.
Things have changed for sure.
Things change. You man, they were like this.
Trump was losing power, and this is what happened.
And this future, the Green Party won.
Yeah, and this is definitely. So apparently, there's like 7 cuts or something, 8 cuts to this movie. So we're watching the one that's called the final cut, which is
The final.
1 hour and 57 minutes long. See, that's the building I'm talking about.
That's
Can you imagine a building that
what's
big?
the?
That's
The Jedi Temple.
Come on, Jules. Come on, Jules. Star Wars.
The Jedi
What this-
Temple.
No, not the Jedi Temple. The other one.
Yavin 4?
No. Where this guy became, he was the ambassador. Oh my god.
I don't know.
The
I feel
Senate?
so out of this conversation.
Yes. Where was the Senate? What was the homeworld called?
Oh, Coruscant.
Coruscant. That looks like Coruscant.
Got you. Heard.
Subject, Kowalski Leon. Engineer waste disposal. File section, new employee, 6 days.
Turn that up a little bit, Bobby. Can we turn up just the movie?
Yeah, no, that. I know that guy.
I'm kind of nervous when I take tests. Just please don't move. Oh, sorry.
Watching that man in a million movies.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, I guess. Is that part of the test?
No, just warming you up, that's all.
It's not fancy or anything.
Isn't there a name for this test? To find out if people are sentient?
All of a
Is
sudden,
this the test now?
yes, you're in a desert walking along the sand when all of a sudden you look
What
down.
one?
What?
What desert?
Doesn't make any difference.
This guy has major ADHD.
You might be just scared, Julien.
They're just questions, Leon. In answer.
I would be nervous as hell if I'm in a situation.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
some emotional response.
Yep.
This supposed to be no, it's Los Angeles. This must have been mind blowing back in the 80s. If you're in a theater and you're looking at this,
Probably. I know I'm mind blown right now.
right? I mean, even now, it looks so good. Are those lights in the? Yeah, they are. They're lights in the umbrella. Interesting.
Look who it is, guys. Our boy.
Indiana Jones.
the chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure.
Would you guys go if there was an opportunity to go off world in a colony?
It depends on
Yes.
how I'm going.
Yes, right away. It depends on what.
How I'm getting there.
By boat. I mean, how's he gonna get there?
No, 4, 2, 2, 4.
I'll explain later.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm at maintain 4,000. When approach caution.
So dope. This is so dope.
Graphics are amazing.
For 84, bro.
That's amazing.
Just to get these effects of the people on like advertising on the walls, I mean that's more than just a projector. It's cool.
2049 is the second one, right? Or the prequel?
Yeah, I think that's the next one. What year was this? Did it say what year?
2019.
2019. That's right, 2019.
Crazy.
So it's 40 years, 30 years.
Crazy what we could have lived up to and failed to.
We suck.
Final mission. Now on glide path, on course, over the landing threshold.
This is what happens if Nicholas Tesla would have just took over presidency when he.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. Yeah. No democracy either. We needed him to be dictator.
Yeah, he would have made America great again.
I think this is as far as I've gotten. Like I haven't gotten further than this. Because I remember, Jesus.
Hey, Dick.
Brian.
You wouldn't have come if I just asked you to. Sit down, pal.
I remember him meeting a dama. Well, I keep saying a dama, but you know what I mean.
There was an escape from the off-world colonies 2 weeks ago. 6 replicants, 3 male, 3 female. They slaughtered 23 people and jumped a shuttle.
Jesus.
I had Holden go over and run void comp tests on the new workers. Looks like he got himself one.
So you look down, you see a tortoise.
Voint contest.
You tell me, pal. That's
Probably revenge.
I guess the biggest question is, what is a Blade Runner?
What's this?
Nexus 6. Roy Batty.
He's probably a hunter for these replicants.
Combat model. Optimum self-sufficiency. Probably the leader.
Combat model.
Talk about Beauty and the Beast. She's both. The foreskin job is Pris.
Foreskin. I wasn't sure what he said.
It's made up of what you think. That's how they get the tissue so real. Coca-Cola.
Does not.
But it looks. It reminds me of when we watched the special effects for Close Encounter of the Third Kind. Like it has that effects to it.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But I also think it might just be the soundtrack being similar. That's making you think that.
No, I'm telling you, 'cause the way they look, when they show light, the way they show light here is very similar to the light they show on Close Encounter. But the music does. I mean, the music does make it feel very futuristic.
Owl.
The big owl.
I want a pet owl. That'd be cool.
Imagine a pet owl in the house. That's frightening.
Work.
Where's the subject?
I want to see it work on a person. I want to see a negative before I provide you with a positive.
What's that gonna prove?
Indulge me.
What's going to prove that a machine works or doesn't work? I agree with him. Like you want the machine checked out. You don't want it to be rigged. Oh, how dope! That's dope.
I want that for my room.
Right?
How
cool
I'll
is
never
that?
wake up. I'll never wake up. I'll stay asleep.
Wait, if you can set it up as your alarm, then when the alarm goes off, it goes up. Maybe the sun comes in. You know what I mean? That'd be awesome.
All right, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Just relax and answer them as simply as you can.
I was smoking in this movie. A lot of smoking.
Me to the police.
You've got a little boy. He shows you his butterfly collection, plus the killing jar.
I snap his neck and take the jar. Why? Why the doctor?
She's very extreme.
You come across a full-page nude photo of a girl.
Is this testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian, Mr. Deckard?
Just answer.
He might sneak his own questions in there. You know, you never know.
Would you step out for a few moments, Rachel?
That guy looks so familiar. Man. I feel like I've seen him in other things.
Thank you. Control them better.
Memories. You're talking about memories.
Well, that opens up a whole new ethical question. Like, how many people could you just remake with their own memories and experiences?
Kind of frightening, isn't it?
Yes, horribly.
Explain? Sure, I guess. Is that part of the test? No.
1984 is crazy for these graphics, by the way.
I know, right? It's like you can't believe it. Kowalski. Isn't that the name of the monster in Monsters, Inc.?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm watching Kowalski.
Mike Wazowski.
Wazowski. They're saying it wrong. And he was wrong.
We were all close. You know, that tube lighting is always super cool to me. I'm not going to lie to you.
The tube lighting?
Yeah.
They don't last very long, though. Somebody was killed here. Somebody was their kidneys were harvested. Why would you touch it with your bare hand, you animal? You know the things we know now that we didn't know back then.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it's 2019. They know everything we know.
It's a different 2019, bro.
I'm wondering if the origamis are some form of symbolism.
Maybe, eh?
Yeah. Because the first one was an origami crane, right?
I thought it was like a bird.
Was it? I don't remember. Could be like the bird is a message and this is the man. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a reason for it later on.
Probably.
Or it could be just a habit he has, you know? Just to give his character some depth.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your precious photos?
Someone was there.
Flesh and Blood. That was the movie I was thinking of.
I own it. I have it.
It's such a good movie.
This is gorgeous. It just looks so good. I can imagine that the new one that came out, 2049, is probably just as spectacular to view because it has more modern special effects.
I disagree.
I haven't seen this. So I don't know. I'm just.
I don't know. I don't know either. But I'm disagreeing with what you're assuming.
What the hell? The cyber eye?
I would lick it.
Is this who I think it is? Is this Uncle Iroh?
Is it Mako? I haven't seen him in person in a long time. Actually, no, that's a lie. When we saw Conan, he was in Conan.
Yeah, he was in Conan. Oof. That his lifeline, maybe?
Burning with the fires of Orc. You not come here. Illegal.
That's wild to say to somebody.
Does you know what they are? Those are my eyes freezing. Was that keeping him warm?
I think so.
Yeah, he's trying to trouble. They probably don't feel any of this.
Sebastian, he take you there.
He sounds like the guy from Mulan, the Imperial.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the one that's like
the court guy. The court guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Come into your mind about your mother. Mother? Yeah. I'll tell you about my mother.
She must have not been a nice lady.
He said there were 6 of them, right?
Yeah.
And we only see 2. These 2 here, they're the ones that we've seen so far.
Yep.
Now, did I misunderstand? Was that woman that he tested was also one?
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's a prototype. Like, that's why, they didn't. She's safe. She's not part of the 6.
Yeah.
Decker, 97.
97, thank you.
There's 3 that we've seen, or 4. There was the Rucker Hauer, the female one that was in the videos, like the slideshow.
But I'm saying, did we see them actually moving around?
No, only 3.
No,
only the pictures.
Only the 2. Yeah, and the one guy that shot. So 3.
Drink. No.
I would love one.
My daughter found a new drink yesterday called the Godfather.
Fantastic. It's made with an old fashioned, right?
Almost.
Yeah.
Look. It's me with my mother.
Yeah.
Did he lie? She's not a robot? She's not a replicant?
No, I think she still is, but
Those aren't your memories. They're somebody else's. They're Tyrell's nieces.
That really is a horrifying realization if that happens to you.
but it begs the question, like, are you a product of your environment, or
No, really.
like how much would those memories truthfully influence the psyche?
It'd have to be a string of memories crafted to get a result that you're trying to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it won't be just one memory.
Want a drink? I'll get you a drink.
It begs the question of like the nature versus nurture. Michael, what do you think?
I'm so deep in this movie, I don't even know what you're saying.
Pay no mind us.
Sorry, guys.
We're noise. We're noise in the background.
Right?
Me liking the scene.
Every
It's definitely
detail.
heart-shattering.
Yes. I remember when we saw. It reminds me of the scene we saw in Ghost in the Shell, when the guy thought he had a family also, and then towards the end he realized he didn't. It was all lies, so implanted memories. And then they manufacture a picture to torture you as well. It's a good thing that pictures are a lot more clearer nowadays.
Right?
Cameras are 1,000 times better today than they were back in the day. You know, I really do like this soundtrack. It's
not like the other one that we just.
No, well, we just forgot about what we saw before. This is so nice and subtle. Like, you almost don't realize it because it goes so well with the scenes.
Is
I was
this the
about
other
to
one?
say that. Yeah, it complements the scenes really well.
Seems to be the other one.
I think the book for this movie is called "I Dream of Sheep," or they Dreaming of Sheep, or Electric Sheep.
It's called Blade Runner.
It's not called Blade Runner.
It's called Blade Runner, bro.
I Dream of Electric Sheep, something like that, or something like that.
No, it's called Blade Runner.
It's not called Blade Runner. So,
It's
that's a hell of a
actually
wig.
just like it's actually just a daydream of electric goats.
You see, that looked like a lot like again like Close Encounter of 13 of a third kind.
Yeah. I wonder if it was like some form of a reference that Ridley Scott was trying to do with the lighting.
I think he got this movie because Alien was such a big hit. He was able to land this movie. Do androids dream of electric sheep? That's what it's called.
I certainly don't.
Thank you, YouTube chat gods. Ouch. Doing, man.
Man, what the hell, man? Don't do that, man.
Is it always raining here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to come in?
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping you'd say that.
All right, so she's a replicant then. She's gonna kill this guy.
She is a replica.
She's gonna kill this guy.
Weren't they looking for him anyways?
Yes, they were. JF Sebastian.
Is this like gonna be like some underground werewolf or replicants?
No housing shortage around here. Plenty of room for everybody.
You be talking too much.
The replicants?
No, this guy. JF.
He's Japanese. Likes to yap.
My friends are toys. I make them. It's a hobby. I'm a genetic designer. You know
Ah.
what that is?
No.
I would have left.
Then why are they looking for him?
I make friends.
That's scary, right?
Come to my house. I make friends.
I can see Julien doing this in the future. Julian's making his own friends.
Respect my authority.
It helps with my loneliness.
Oh, hell no.
No, I'm walking right out.
I would have.
I played this video game. This is horrifying.
Go to my friend.
No. See, he just said it.
Yeah, no.
Oh? Can I take those things for you? They're so productive.
He has a big house.
Like a hotel.
You could be squatting.
I don't think this is his. For sure not.
I'm serious. You know what I mean?
Dang, even in the future, squatters have rights.
I couldn't even have rights. You don't know that. That's not his house. It's this guy's house. It was that his house. It looked like he had a small apartment. Oh,
Yeah, he's high.
that's the dream. That's the title of the book.
Indica.
Know what it is? Not sativa?
Yeah, that's indica right there, dude.
Is that why there's a green tint?
That could be.
That's how they deposit memories in those replicants.
Nice.
They just
Putting
feed
shoes.
them pictures.
That's 224 to 176.
On screen I've ever seen him.
Dude, I was gonna say that because I remember growing up, having a 27-inch TV back in the day was considered huge. 27 inches back then was considered huge. That's like 12, maybe.
Stop. Track 45 right. Stop. Center and stop.
Oh my god, I would have a seizure.
This is tedious. I don't know. It's not a great picture.
That looks like the thing that he took off the tub.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Good
Look at you. There you go, right there.
call.
See, Julien, this is where we hang out with him. You know, once in a blue moon, he will shine.
By the way, I haven't watched this. By the way, I haven't watched this movie. I'm completely confusing it with somebody else. Something else.
So you never seen it then?
I haven't seen this now.
I've never seen this either.
There's another movie where it's like dystopian, just like this, but they show up in like an orange suit, and they wake up in pods. So I don't know why.
Oh, I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, I don't either. Sorry, guys. When I don't talk much, it's just because I'm super locked in.
Yeah, you're stuck in there.
I'm just stuck. Bro, I'm in the world right now. I'm in there.
He'll talk afterwards in the discussion part.
I'm getting locked in too, and I'm just trying to remember to actually talk about what I'm thinking about.
Yo, it's just so good.
It is.
I think it was manufactured locally.
This is Japan, I'm guessing, right?
No, it's Los Angeles. Remember, it's like a neo future, next scale.
That's hot.
Abdul Ben Hassan. He make this snake.
He makes the snake. I think this trope is from back then that California or San Francisco, for the most part,
was very
Japanese as well. It had a lot of Japanese influence. So I think that's what they portray that in the books, the series, even in the Shadowrun. It's called Nuyen.
Yeah.
Like yen. Yen is Japanese, so it's New Yen.
Hell yeah. Some ostriches?
Dude, I just saw a video of a guy roasting one of those.
Look delicious.
No, it did not.
Look delicious.
It did not look delicious.
Have you seen one of their eggs?
It was like he had a monster. And he was just roasting a monster.
The best scrambled eggs you'll ever have right there.
This movie had a lot of
Look, yeah, I
bass.
wanna
Am I
try
crazy? It was very bassy, the audio.
Yeah.
Ostrich? You want to try ostrich? You crazy?
No,
Ostrich
ostrich eggs.
He said, bada bada bada.
But he makes the snakes?
I think he uses the snake DNA to make the make skin and stuff.
Skin?
Yeah.
Very few, not few. Look, man, that is down in perfection.
Folded. Folded so
Didn't
quickly.
take long.
Jesus,
Didn't
did not
take long.
at all. Even back then, they still have traffic.
But some of them fly.
That's hot.
Yeah, how can you not want to play Shadowrun right now, or Cyberpunk for that matter? It just the vibes are awesome. The heck?
Opium.
Is that what this is? Is it opium then?
I don't know what it is.
I believed you.
Milk martini.
I hate martinis so bad. They're so gross.
Get you messed up though.
They do, but
Get you absolutely.
I'd rather have rusty now.
Martini is vodka, right?
Yeah, and vermouth.
That's not my kind of place.
Go someplace else.
$1.25 for a video call?
Yeah, not too expensive, I think.
Little warm.
The hell was that?
Little warm, dog. That's exactly what I want. Every guy that works at a sketchy bar sounds like. Now she will swallow the whole snake, and the snake will come out of her buttocks.
What?
You must come with me, Mr.
Jones. Dr. Jones.
They can watch a lady undress.
Those scumbags.
She doesn't know him, does she? And she's
No.
free to take a shower with this stranger in her room, on that room next to her. She must be replicant. Shoot her. Time to retire her. What the hell?
That's how you dried their hair back then, bro.
You go to about it.
Me?
You're a dedicated man. Try me.
Okay, I was gonna say, oh my god. He's about to put her out. It's a good question she asked earlier, not her, but the other girl, who said, "How would you know? Did you ever kill a non-replicant? Like right now, if he shoots her, how would he know if she's a replicant or not? Like there really isn't. He didn't test her or nothing. And if anything, he was intruding.
I mean, I guess you kind of just have to do it and move forward.
Just deal with what happens. Yeah, you might have that type of license. Like that might be how you can operate. Like people have to be sacrificed, I guess. This guy can't. You don't have a clean shot. He's gonna take like 4 people out. I'm serious, man. He's aiming, and it's like everybody everywhere.
I mean, it's a clean shot through them, that is.
Yeah, through them. That'll be so annoying if that was our actual stop sign and walk sign. Oh, dude, 3 people died. Look, he doesn't care.
That looks like blood.
That's what I was asking earlier. Do they bleed if they're replicant? That was a chest shot. She's still running? I think she's a replicant. It's a lot of glass she's going through.
I wonder if there's a way to remove the self-preservation programming from them.
That's what I was thinking the other guys were trying to pull off. When they went to the eye doctor, the eye guy, they're probably looking for a way to get into the brain to make some adjustments. And once they find out how to do that on their own, it's probably going to be super dangerous. I'm only saying she's a replicant only because she took 2 shots to go out. That's the girl they found in the picture. Now I'm realizing that. So old.
Yeah, what do you want?
Clean towel.
Was she a replicant or not?
I don't know. He just walked away. I'm gonna say yeah, only because I mean, she got shot in the chest. She got up and kept running.
I think that's going to just be a recurring theme, is like who's a replicant and who's not.
Was those eyes? I would think that Dama's a replicant.
Rachel disappeared, vanished. Didn't even know she was a replicant. Something to do with a brain implant, says Tyrell. Come on, Gav. Drink some for me, pal.
So I guess she was part of the 6.
Didn't they say that there were 6 in total that were on the ship?
Yeah, and then she came out like, they didn't count her before.
So then we only know of 5 of them. We haven't seen the 6th one.
Unless, what should be his partner? That guy, Adama, what should be that he's,
That'd be
his
insane.
eyes,
You might be right.
You look like Betty Boo.
Dude, is that a crater that guy had in his head?
Yeah, a little bit of blood came out, guys. I don't know if that's right, guys. I don't know if that's right.
That probably burned the crap out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
So now there's 2 left? 3? 3?
Apparently, we forgot there were 2 that died in. They were fried in over there at the Tyrell Corp. The 2 died at Tyrell Corp. There's one who just died. 4 dead. So we got 2 left. It's a horrible realization.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he feels guiltier for admitting to giving her the realize, not killing these guys,
what he told her?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he messed her up. He told her implants, her memories.
Yeah, and he seems like he's continuously going back to her.
Yeah, but I also wonder if he has some beef with other replicants. Like, why is he out there hunting them? Was that giving him the job, or was it something that, prompted him to become that guy? Did he lose people because of the replicants?
Maybe.
Like, is this a revenge thing for him? Or is it just a job?
Actually, you know what? I think he is a replicant.
I don't think
because the matchstick man, that Adama, the origami man, it was a makeshift man.
But what about the bird beforehand?
I have no idea. Still, I'm not gonna lie. It was a very weak circumstantial evidence.
Take a try, a little theory there, but
yeah. Unless the bird was supposed to be some way of his mentality, to explain his mentality of being. She is beautiful, by the way. Robot or not, I would hit it.
You probably prefer being a robot.
White comp test of yours. Did you ever take that test yourself?
I was going to say that because if I'm that guy, if I'm hunting, out of curiosity, I probably would do that test myself, just to be safe.
What's the right answers to that test? Just not giving an emotional response, purely logical, or
I wonder what sets it off. How would you know? What part sets it off that you're a replicant?
is it maybe something that they just can't compute because it's emotional?
But they're studying the eye movement. They were focused. Every question they were focused on the eye movement. So it has to be a nervous response or a nervous response, right?
Maybe. Yeah, that would make sense.
Movie's so good.
She looks a lot she's like a very young Demi Moore. I know it's not her, but she looks a lot like Demi Moore.
I see it. Is this supposed to show her growth and that she's like now thinking for herself?
I'm overthinking she's about to lay down was Mr. Deckard here.
She about to get nasty.
You know?
He gonna mess with a robot. PP gonna get stuck in there.
I thought he did that
That's
coming up. I'm not gonna lie.
Horrifying idea.
Take a shower, dude. Like your skin all pimply because you got makeup on.
You play beautifully.
It's weird, no? Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, you're taking advantage of a robot, dude. You're
Yeah.
a creep, bro.
It would be weird.
That's Julien right there.
That would be Julien.
For real.
Yeah, that would have been Julien days ago, actually.
Excuse you, I have morals.
Okay, yeah, what? Which one? The good
First,
ones or the bad ones?
Listen, first I would just reprogram her to enjoy it, and then it's all good.
That's you that at it.
See, you gotta have the right morals.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Yes means yes, no means no.
No. Remember different back in the 80s.
Buddy, no means no. Even I have morals.
For her, yeah, this is kind of weird. Her trying to run away, wouldn't that be human qualities?
Oh yeah, this looks
This looks sad. This looks doesn't right.
This looks forced, and I
That's what
don't
I'm saying,
like it.
Alex.
I want you.
But he's forcing to say that.
Oh god. Oh god.
If she is a replicant, wouldn't she be stronger than him?
Probably.
I don't know what to think about that.
I didn't like it.
Seem right. She's a robot, though, right? We're assuming that. We're not even sure, are we?
We're not. And even if she wasn't she only made like a few years ago? That doesn't make it legal.
I don't think that's how that works, Julien. I like that after you make a comment, you get the cuckoo sound behind after your comment. It makes a lot of sense. This is the guy with his friends?
That's completely normal.
This is spooky. This is so spooky. Isn't there a Batman villain where the guy makes toys and they attack everybody in Gotham?
Yeah. I think his name is just Toymaker, if I remember correctly. Like,
I think you're right. And this girl looks like she's in Farscape, but she's not. But she reminds me of a character of Farscape.
Just better.
Well, you look beautiful.
I wouldn't want to be in this room with this man. I don't want to be anywhere near this room.
How old are you?
25.
25. You look 48. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I couldn't pass the medical. Anyway, I kind of like it here.
He's almost a gimp.
Right?
Uh-oh. What are those eggs?
This looks like a Silent Hill slash Resident
A
Evil
board.
game.
It does. A little bit of Last of Us in there too.
Yeah, right?
No. Knight takes queen. See? Won't do it.
Damn, he showed that far away from that angle. That's a dope chess set. Look at that. Those owls and birds. That's awesome.
You're so perfect.
Yes.
What generation are you?
Generation X. In the house. Is he sensing his own death? He got shot there real quick. Like, if he helps him or not, either way, at this point, he's probably a dead man.
Sad.
Probably.
He looks so nice too.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he made his own friends and everything like that. Like, he's helpful.
Yeah.
Though, if you watch, oh my God, Deadwood on HBO.
Yeah.
He's a piece of crap. This guy, bro. He plays an amazing character. I love him so much. This is so cool.
Nonsense. Just a moment. Queen to bishop 6.
If he's getting to him like this, oh, okay, the chess move. I get it. Oh my God, what a dope board. No, I think I like the bird one better.
Knight takes queen.
I wonder why they're trying to show the contrast of these two scenes.
Brainstorm, huh, Sebastian? And cookies kept you awake, huh?
Let's discuss this. You better come up, Sebastian.
Damn, he fell right into that trap. I would have thought that he would have had security out there, something to check these people out before they even contact him. What the hell? He's crushing his skull.
Real Sicilian kiss of death there.
Oh my God. Dude, this is very slow and agonizing death. Jesus Christ. My neck hurt back here from that.
Sorry, Sebastian. Come.
What did Sebastian think was going to happen? For real?
I'm Deckard, Blade Runner, 260-354. I'm filed and monitored.
Hold on. Checking.
Yeah, I think the Blade Runner is probably a division to get these guys.
Say it again?
Blade Runner are probably like a division specifically to get these Blade Runners, these replicants.
There's no way to treat a friend.
Oh my God, the toys came out. Are those the toys?
I don't know. Those just might be short people, bro.
I could be. Like from the waist down, your mind. That's from another movie I've seen. Gonna get you, sucker.
Jaywalkies. What are they called?
Jabberwocker? Oh, are they breakdancers? Jabberwocker?
No, what are they called, Julien, from Star Wars?
I don't know if you can hear us.
Nope.
Oh, you have an audio problem.
Nope. Yeah, she looks like Chucky's wife.
She did like check
Right?
his wife.
Yeah, that's me every morning. Okay. Uh-huh. Like that, right? Every morning, dude. Every morning. I'm like, Marty, shut up. Mm-hmm.
Julian's having trouble with his mic. Can you tell him to plug it, unplug it with his mic? See what happens. I will shoot.
Immediately shoot.
This will freak me out so much, bro.
Walking through this would be way too creepy for me.
Same. That's what I'm saying. Way too much.
Yeah.
If you didn't point her out, I would have never found her.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see her. What the hell? I thought she broke his neck.
Me too.
Oh. It's gonna suck. She had him. Why didn't she kill him?
You look like Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, she had a finishing move? That was dumb. God, Lee. God. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
That was like violent.
I reacted the same way when my dad told me to go to bed early.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Jesucristo. Uh-oh, this guy's here too now? Oh.
That's probably the final showdown at this point.
It's the final countdown.
By the way, did you know that Anne Rice wanted him to play Lestat in Interview with the Vampire? The role that Tom Cruise played?
You know what I like my rice with? Steak.
It's so stupid. Now you're gonna test her out, try her out, see if she was a replicant or not. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I took that was for a second.
Chew her tongue off or some shit?
I don't know what he did to her. He just did. What the hell round was that?
Boy. Best. Killed like 4 of your people.
5 toys just blew up.
Yeah.
This is for Zora.
Ouch. Oh my God.
1, 2.
He didn't hurt your legs, you bing bong. He only hurt your fingers.
You never had fingers broken, bro?
I have. I've had a few fingers broken.
Oh, you used to wrestle before.
Yeah, your legs are perfectly fine. He's just acting like his leg is broken. Pissing me off. My leg. Like, guys,
Probably
come on.
pain.
No doubt it's painful. I've had it before happen to me, but still, he's overreacting, from my opinion.
Always love a good dose of micro logic.
Yeah.
Well, he's the last one left.
Yeah, he's the last one left, and the other girl with the black hair.
That we know of, anyway. We don't know. There may be a bunch of more that we're not aware of.
You didn't know he was a werewolf, Ray?
Don't say
Yeah.
He's about to convert, transition. Ouch.
All right.
I would have bit down on something at least. Try to stop that from me from screaming.
It hurts, but you don't have to scream. He screamed because he wanted to.
Stay alive.
Yeah, that'll freak me the heck out. Imagine that chasing you. Dude, by the time he's probably up there already. He probably took the steps and went up there.
Bro,
this apartment needs my help.
He's overreacting, bro. Pissing me off.
Yeah, and where are we going now?
Probably down, if anything.
Dude, it hasn't stopped raining in 5 years.
Nope.
Everything is wet and moist. There's no way you would get across.
Well, it's France. They'll never stop raining.
It's not France.
I know, I'm just messing around.
Where are you going?
I wonder if there's any more movies or future movies that these two are together in, because they're good together. Like, these are good scenes.
It's a good question. I would love to see them in actually other movies as well.
You know what I'm saying? I would like to see, but if there are another movies, I'll definitely like to check them out together, because they're both, I mean, you already know Harrison Ford, and I'm a big fan of Edgar Howard, so.
Yeah.
And they're both doing very well here.
Oh my god, I'm anxious, guys. I'm anxious.
I know.
Jesus.
That's why you say what you say. You being still, I can't do the action.
Jesus Christ.
Would you be able to fight him off?
Me? Oh yeah, I can fight anybody off.
Haven't seen that brand in TDK in so long. Ouch. Landing on steel like this? Oh, that's gotta hurt.
How many ribs do you think he broke?
Quite a few. And his grip here is getting worse. Oh boy. Might as well let go.
By the way, Rutger Hauer makes a really good villain here.
I love this guy.
Like a really good psychopath. Ooh.
All right, so are there all of them, or some models that have that superior strength?
I would assume it's some of them.
As strong as Mike is, I don't think you can do that.
Never.
You can pull that off.
No one could. I mean, if you're a 110-pound male, yes, I could. Not that. not anything.
And even then, because it might be.
And even then,
the weight is not even distributed. Did he just die?
How?
Saving. I think biomedically he was already dying.
Yeah, he was, guys.
And he was trying to, remember, he was trying to expand his life.
Yeah.
I thought it might be a battery thing, but I guess it's more of a physical thing with him.
And the dove
that's
flying off.
excellent. That's how it's gonna end. Because this guy, he saved his life.
Yeah.
Why did he save his life? Want to do one good thing?
I guess he really wasn't that bad of a guy. It just was him trying to really self-preserve.
Interesting, right?
It was a fight for his own survival.
And they were all misunderstood? The whole thing is them being misunderstood, maybe?
Probably.
No, but the other guy tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Finished.
No, that wouldn't make sense. Because then why would he kill the guy, the CEO? And then let him survive after he just killed his girl? What?
Yeah.
I'm actually confused by that action.
I've been confused this whole movie because it's been so deep and profound.
Well,
what's going to pop out is the boogeyman.
This subject has been touched a couple times in other movies.
Yeah.
You know, so we mean, like, I know you and I at least go into it thinking with what we know from other stuff and books and stuff that we read before.
The existentialism of it.
Yeah, this movie could go into a deep dive. Like, you can go into a deep dive on how brainy this movie is.
I mean, I feel like we can still rewatch it, and
catch more things that we missed.
Yeah, like I'm for sure that those origamis meant something, and I just am not connecting the dots yet fully.
Then why hunt them down if they all gonna turn off eventually? Okay, well.
I love you.
She has solar panels.
Apparently they're killing machines. Why?
There's a lot of making out in this movie.
Apparently they're killing machines from the beginning.
Well, they mentioned that earlier. Yeah. I can see Rutger Hauer and that other maniac.
The reason why hunting them down because they're elite to the human race. And they're afraid that they're going to take over. That's why.
Yeah, but I'm saying there weren't many left.
Yeah, but that's why they hunted them down. Because they're smart enough to create them themselves. Most likely.
Oh, another origami. You're absolutely right, Julien. That has a lot of significance. Right off the bat. The unicorn.
I'm going to figure it out later, and I'm going to be so annoyed that I figured it out.
I think you're right. I think you're right. How would his cop friend know that he had the unicorn dream? His friend did that, right? He is a unicorn. He's a replicant. Okay, stop it here. That makes sense now because that makes sense why he didn't kill him when he could have killed him. He said he saved his life.
Yeah, and then he said it's too bad she won't live long.
Yeah.
So he was a replicant made for killing
To kill other replicants, and all the memories he has. And
so the origamis were just like plantings of him knowing. But I still don't get what's the first origami then.
It was a bird.
I know, but like I don't get the symbolism.
I don't know what it was, but I do know that. Well, okay. You think? Are there more? Are there more hunters then? Are there more Blade Runners that are replicants?
I have
was
no
it
idea.
just these? Well, that makes sense for the sequel then, right?
No, there's more.
Because the movie, there's a part
There's more
2
from the beginning. The preface was that there are Blade Runners who specifically hunt down the other replicas.
Yeah, but are all Blade Runners replicants?
I have no clue.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to watch a breakdown of this movie because, I mean, it doesn't hold your hand, which is great. Always love movies that don't hold your hand, but really thinky in that sense. I think the only problem I have with this movie that had a lot of slow parts, like a lot of slow parts. You know, like the when he was with her walking through the apartment, I think like a 10-minute scene, just them walking. You know, or in that apartment, and it was okay, but not for 10 minutes. And if this is the final cut, I wonder if there's a longer cut. Like there's more stuff that this is supposed to be the superior copy. This is the final cut. I wonder if there's other ones that are longer, like maybe 3 hours long or something like that. And if that's the case, what do they put in it? Because this one felt to me long. Like there were too many moments I just thought it was just too slow for me. Not too slow for me. I still enjoyed the movie. I'm not saying this wasn't too slow. But the pacing of this movie was like, to get to this point, a lot of parts moved around too slow for me. Other than that, this movie is beautifully done. Like, visually, it is absolutely stunning. Are you guys okay? Are you frozen, Julien?
I'm with you.
No, I'm not talking. I'm still like putting
it together?
Yeah, I'm piecing it all together right now because I absolutely love this movie.
I loved it too.
This movie, like, one of the most perfect movies. Like, to me, I like the pacing. I can't agree with you. The pacing. I love the pacing of it. Okay. It was meant to make me think. I'm just trying to see how they pieced it together. That this guy, because essentially, yes, I believe that this guy is a
replicant.
Is a replicant. Yeah. Essentially, I think this guy is a replicant. But I'm seeing kind of from like the beginning. Like, okay, why? So why did this guy know the whole time? Next, what the heck does the skin, the snake skin mean? Why was it in the portrait? What was she looking at in the portrait? Why was she there the whole time? Right? Like, what are we kind of tying in together here? That's what I'm kind of confused about. Because that picture with the snakes, with her in the background, right? And the little, looks like it's something that killed some other person. I'm confused. I'm just confused.
I wonder, I kind of, go ahead. Get your piece in.
I'm just saying that's like the same thing that I'm having as Michael. Like, I'm trying to piece things together because there's a lot of symbolism in this movie that I'm not sure that I got all of it. And it's going to require like a second or third watching in order for me to be like, oh, that's what that is.
I definitely do think this is I need to watch the second time. Though I do think I got the gist of it for the most part, but I want to see, because right now we don't know for sure if he's a replicant or not. We come to that conclusion not really knowing for sure if that's true or not, that conclusion. You know? But I can't help but think that it is. Like, that guy knew. Edward James Olmos' character knew from the get-go. Right? The first one was a bird. Then there was a man.
A matchstick man.
A bird, a man, and then...
The unicorn.
Maybe the bird represents like an egg being hatched and he turned into a man. You know, like symbolizing some type of birth thing. Man, and then the unicorn, which is
I think okay. The unicorn being a memory seemed like when he would have in dreams, they're almost memories. And the unicorn being a memory kind of entails that he was it was
implanted.
That was implanted because you can't have a memory of a unicorn when they're not real. Right?
I maybe a lot of answers will be with the sequel.
True.
right? It's gonna have to. I'm gonna assume it's answering a lot of stuff that probably has been debated over 20 or 30 years before the sequel came out. You know, so I'm down at some point in the future to watch the sequel just to see if anything was confirmed. You know, but again, even then, I still want to go. I think I'm gonna watch a YouTube video tonight to get some extras out of it. But the movie, okay. Again, going back to the thing, I thought the acting was phenomenal on everybody. Even the psycho guy who was trying to kill Harrison Ford and ended up dying, who I've seen in a bunch of movies. One of my favorite movies that he's in was Blood In, Blood Out. He was great in that movie. He was really good. I thought Harrison Ford was fantastic. The little bit we got from Odama, which is Edward James Olmos, every time he came on screen was pretty good. Rutger Hauer, to me, just stole the movie. Like his presence was even bigger than Harrison Ford to me in this movie. So I thought he was fantastic in this movie. And what I also liked is that every room that we were in, every room looks fantastic. Like it really felt like you were there in that area. It didn't feel like they patched up. Detail by detail, the way things look. Even the toy maker's room where he was at. I mean, it brought up so much atmosphere to the movie. Like this movie brought you to you felt like you were in this. Was the immersion of the way things look, the way things sound, the constant rain. Like I really felt like I was here. You know.
That's something I don't think the sequel is going to really measure up to, because a lot of it was practical effects supported by CGI in this movie. I don't think the sequel is going to have that. I really think the sequel is going to be CGI heavy.
I feel that way too. You know, I think we rely a lot on CGI more than practical effects. But we've seen CGI looking fantastic.
True.
Like we've seen when it's done right, it's done right. So we don't know. And we're talking about Ridley Scott, right? He directed the sequel, didn't he? I'm going to assume he directed the sequel. I'm assuming this is his baby. You know what? I can't use my phone. But anyway, let's assume that's the case. But there wasn't a lot of action. I got there would be a lot more action than what we saw. Like, I expected to see a lot of gunfights, a lot of people being thrown around. I expected to see these guys with superhuman strength. And it turns out that I think maybe only the males have it. Only the male. But if that's the case, then if he's how did he feel the broken fingers? Or is that the way he's programmed?
Unless maybe it wasn't like an actual feeling per se. It was just like I don't know.
A respond to like a sensor maybe that will give you that.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
What did this guy tell him at the end? This guy who died at the end, the replica who died.
Something rain, tears, blah blah blah. I can't remember exactly.
He had that pigeon in his hand too.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
A dove. I think it was a dove.
Yeah.
That's not, again, going back to symbolism.
Messenger of peace type thing.
Messenger of peace, a peace thing.
Which
was trying to see like if he knew.
You think? I don't think he knows. If Harrison Ford is a replicant, I don't think he knew.
I think he's starting to suspect, and that's kind of what it's going into now.
Either that, or as soon as he saw that thing, the origami, he realized what he was.
Yeah.
Right then and there, because he was dreaming about that. Who would know about the dreams?
Mm-hmm.
Who would know about that unicorn that he was dreaming about? Interesting. Anyway, guys, listen. If you like what we're doing, hit the like button, subscribe button, guys. Please.
Dude, yeah, like I'm so sad.
We are. I mean, we're still. It's still rattling in our heads.
I'm like deep in thought right now. I'm like, where the hell? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, because if he wasn't a replicant, why leave him alive? Like, I get that we were trying to kill off all the replicas, right? But like, what was the?
And keeping him alive? Well, that's what I'm saying, because he killed the CEO, he killed the toy maker.
Yeah, why kill the CEO?
Why kill both of those? You know, well, I can see why killing the CEO, because the CEO was not trying to help him, and it could have been a bunch of lies he was throwing at him. You know, and maybe he's angry at his father for creating him the way he created him. So it was a moment of revenge, right? But do you think if he was a replicant, let's say if Harrison Ford was a replicant, do you think the Rutger Hauer's character recognized that? That's why he saved him? You know? He was toying with him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
He wasn't trying to kill him. Everybody else he killed. He was toying with Harrison Ford here, playing around with him, howling. At one point,
he realized
he broke his fingers and gave him his gun back. Right?
Yeah,
maybe he did realize, and this was just his whole entire torture sequence.
But then, what does Odama have to do with all of this? That's what I'm confused.
Yeah, what does Odama have to do with this?
What does he have to do with any of this?
He's
the maker.
Master.
He's the maker.
Oh, imagine that. He's the maker? How crazy would that be? If he's actually the guy who's making these guys. Or, wow, that's crazy.
I mean, that's how we would know the memories.
He's got to be somebody. He knows the memories. Holy cows. He's definitely, if he's not the maker, he's.
As a joke, but I'm going with this now. He's the maker.
But it's true. If he's the maker, let's say he's not the maker, but he may be the programmer. Right? He may be one of the guys who implants memories in him, whatever it is.
He also has access to like police files and stuff like that, so he could probably make memories based off of files and.
Okay, wait, hold up. Okay, this would make sense. Okay, it would make sense that we know that this guy is a robot at the end of the day, because the pictures that he had on top of his piano were too old for him to, and he was on none of them. Okay. Also, the pictures depicted somebody who was very similar to the android at the end, right? You saw there was a lot of resemblance to that. That's the first thing I thought when I saw those pictures on top of the piano. I was like, man, that looks a lot like the girl. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe they were from the same batch or somewhat or somehow, and that he has the pictures of her on his actual nightstand because it was either someone implanted or somewhat like a memory that he knew. But that memory he couldn't have found out himself because those pictures were way too old. Get what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
Like, yeah, like.
But they could probably scramble his memories too.
Yeah, but the pictures that were on his on his piano, they were too old, way too old, and they didn't have him in it anywhere.
He wasn't on none of them.
He wasn't in it, and none of them.
I wonder what the music sheet was, because that's probably like a very famous composition that would give more.
The one the girl ended up playing.
Yeah, like maybe that's.
And then who's? Sorry, go ahead.
No, because I'm just thinking it's like maybe like a John Williams thing with like Star Wars, where Duel of Fates actually meant like Duel of Fates, and this is something that we don't have enough musical background to know that it's actually directly telling us something about the scene.
Okay, I get you. I understand where you're coming from here. It could be because the movie is full of symbolisms, you know, and there seems to be like clues dropped off everywhere too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, again, I'm more concerned about who Odama was, his major role, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking more like the Sixth Sense, you know.
Never seen the movie.
Some major twist. Well, you know what? Let me be quiet before anything. But
I'm over here looking at the thing.
What, the chat? Chat's trying to. I'm trying not to look at the chat because the chat.
I haven't looked at the chat at all.
Sometimes the chat has some spoilers on it, and I really don't want any spoilers.
Well,
especially
I read one, and now that's starting to make a lot of sense to me. Which was, did anybody ever address Odama other than this guy? Think about that.
Well,
think about that. Did anybody else address him though?
He did drive him. He was physically driving that vehicle.
Oh wait, the captain addressed him.
But did he directly address him? Or was he just in the scene the whole time and just talking to this guy the whole time? And if...
The captain would know, though.
Say it again?
The captain would know. What you thinking that this guy was just in his head? That's what you trying to say?
Well, I'm saying this. I'm saying I might believe this because if we're going to, like, do you see those little origami pieces? Like, why wouldn't the girl find it on the floor first?
But I'm gonna go back though. He was interactive with, because when he first met Harrison Ford's character, Deckard, he was eating noodles and he was talking to the cook, and the cook responded back to him. So there was that. So it wasn't only in his head.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, actually, there was two people there. So it could have been just the one person that was talking.
Yeah, so I think that theory might be the buff there. The buff there. So
it would be good. It would be insane if that was just in his head.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. I mean, that could have been, but I think we debunked it.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, what the hell did that picture have anything to do with it? Who was the guy in the picture? That picture that we got that showed the snake skin, right? Who was that guy in the picture?
The world may never know.
Yeah, we may never know. We may never know. They didn't address it here, so we don't know. I mean, at this point, if anything we guess in this guy, we're never gonna know for sure. I do think we're gonna have to watch a video. We might have to watch the director's cut, which is 5 hours long, and we're gonna have to watch a sequel.
There's a 5 hours version of this.
No, I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like,
but it's very ambiguous. You know, like you can come up with your own theory how this movie ended.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, guys, again, if you like what we're doing, hit the like button, subscribe button, guys. We got it and we don't got it, you know? But we appreciate but the movie was fantastic. I still give it a 5 out of 5. I was entertained. I thought it was excellent. It sounded great. It looked great. The story was good. The story was really thought-provoking. It was really a thinky movie, to be honest, you know? Almost in the same vein as the movie that you and I saw, Clockwork Orange, you know, that type of thinkiness almost, you know?
I love Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange is excellent. So
we watched that all together.
Which, by the way, if you haven't seen our reaction to that, check it out. It's in our library. That's one of my reactions. But it was excellent, and I did like it. So again, hit the like button, subscribe button, guys. If you like what we're doing, this episode will be available on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. You'll be able to watch it unedited, along with every other show and movie that we've done before on our channel. And we do appreciate any support we can get. We also have a merchandise store below us. You're going to see a couple of shirts and hoodies and whatnot. Again, the link is below in the description. Guys, listen, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We are Our Nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Michael.
I'm Julian.
Yes, we'll see you soon.
Stay safe.
Take care.
Peace.